Okay, if this finds you, you are about to be loved, seen, appreciated, supported, empowered in all the ways that maybe you weren't. I'm kind of feeling like there's a lot of maybe father wounds, mother wounds, inner childhood wounds that are coming up right now, and a lot that is going to be transitioning into your life that you are going to be receiving has a lot to do with maybe things that you lacked and that you had to create within yourself in order to experience it. Okay. I feel like this is a very self-aware time where you're really in a place where spirit is making things so easy for you to see. Like they're really sending you the signs, they're really allowing you to kind of be in a space where you're like clocking things that just a while that don't make sense. Whether it's like people trying to gaslight you, people trying to like invalidate your emotions or how you feel, people that have problems with you or the way that you are, greed, manipulation, older ways of thinking, or outdated ways of thinking. I feel like you're really being able to clock the behavior as it happens. And so instead of you being triggered by it like maybe you used to in the past, you're now taking maybe a different approach and actually seeing what it is and how it's happening right in front of you now so that you can look at it very differently. Because for some reason I kind of feel like for whoever I'm talking to, you have like a very free spirit. Like you are a very free spirit in the way that you go about things, the way you express yourself, the way you're authentically able to just be you in a room full of people that maybe you don't know. Like there is a level of comfort that you have and warmth where you're able to be yourself, but you also allow other people to feel the same within your own energy. And I feel like that might spark maybe projection or jealousy in other people because it's almost as if they look at you and they're like, what a privilege it is to be that free or to be that wild. Almost as if it's like a foreign concept to step in a room and truly be in your light. And so there are things that you deserve better in. There are things that are aligned with your heart, with your nature, with who you are. And so I do feel like, what do we have? I do feel like the next couple of weeks may be more intense than this whole month. Again, whenever this is finding you, but I feel like it's in a way where it's really allowing you to transform. I feel like this is a whole transformation that is taking place in your life. And especially if you've been hearing of like wins or you're seeing progression or success for other people around you and it's in your vicinity, it's because that's what's lined up for you. And you're seeing it because it's like spirit's trying to say, we heard you. We want you to take this as your sign that you're next. Like this is coming now. Like you're seeing this for a reason. And we have the Hawk Prince, we have the Phoenix, and we have the Lady of the Gift. Okay? So we have the Spiral Dancer on the back, which is about your perception of everything, right? Like how you choose to look at life is how it manifests for you. And so we have the Hawk Prince, which is about spiritual communication. I definitely feel like there is a lot of spiritual guidance right now, but I also feel like there's a lot of energy that is maybe pushing you towards your insecurities and your fears as well. So it's about like really noticing what is for you and what isn't. And remembering that your compass really is going to tell you if something isn't for you. So we have the Phoenix and we have the Lady of the Gift. So Phoenix is all about, again, that transformation. Surrender to the changes that are happening. Surrender to where spirit is taking you. Because even if you feel a little bit like, oh, I don't know, like what's happening here, but it's like things are just happening really easily, surrender and follow where it's leading you because it might open you up to something else. And so, yeah, that's the Phoenix, being reborn again, but even better. You're being reborn again, but from this place that you're being reborn into, it's magnetic, it's passionate, it's powerful. There's this energy here that it's like it's asking for you to take it. It's asking for you to use it. It's asking you to just grab onto it and like move with it. move with where it's going. And then we have the Lady of the Gift, which is all about generosity from the universe, receiving, and also things about like receiving things that you have been withheld from. You're receiving things that have been withheld from you in this lifetime. Because it's again, the energy that I keep coming back to is like, you may look at the world and you see all these beautiful beautiful things happening, and it's almost as if like you really don't see yourself in the way that other people do. People may look at you as a gift, a blessing, like such an important and integral person to people's nature, character, what they're going through, but it's almost as if like you don't see yourself that way. And it's time to believe it. It's time to really believe the things that people will say about you, especially when it is positive. It's time to look at it and be like, you know what, I am. Like, I do, I see that. And it's okay to be that way. Then we have the Swan Queen, which again, transformative energy is taking place in your life. You've had the patience to wait for it. You've waited so long for this era of life to come through. I kind of feel like the energy that's coming up here is like, I don't want to say this, but it's like, don't pussy out when it's here. Like, it's here for you. It's here for you. This is a transformative time for you. For you. Transformative time for you. I feel like you're going to be seen. People are going to seek you out. You might even be like, the weird thing is, I'm like, for some reason I kind of see this energy of like being in front of rooms of people on stages, influential celebrity status. It's almost like a lot of people are going to know of you, even if you don't know a lot of people, right? You might have a small circle, but it's like a lot of people are going to know of you. A lot of people are going to know of you. You're going to be recognized. And yeah, for some reason that's coming up as like you're going to be recognized. You're going to be recognized. That's what it feels like. You're going to be recognized. And even like potentially people that might be in that kind of realm or that kind of world might be reaching out to you in order to connect to you, your energy, what you give, or just like your persona. You're drawing in people that are in that energy, whether it's entertainment or theatre, whatever. It's like those types of people or energy are making their way towards you. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities. For some reason, it feels like there's a lot of opportunities. The web weaver at the bottom, which kind of, to me, is like everything's kind of weaving its way in and out of your life, but it's like symbolic. There's so many synchronicities that are taking place right now, and it's no coincidence. I feel like it's no coincidence that you have found yourself in certain places with certain people, witnessing certain things. Nothing is a coincidence. And so for a lot of you, this might be that you're meant to live maybe a more luxurious or just a more wealthier lifestyle that maybe you haven't been used to or accustomed to. That's kind of what it feels like. And I'm seeing like a lot of like, those like streets where they have all of those I don't know what they're called, they're oak trees lining, like, fuck, how do you describe it? It's like those streets and they've got those like big fluffy trees that are almost like growing into the middle. So it's like you walk down it and it's like there's trees and leaves everywhere and like sun peeking through those trees. I don't think I explained that very well. Hopefully you get the picture though. But yeah, that's kind of what it's feeling like. Everything has like a cause and effect. There's always a path that you're choosing, and there's always consequences to that as well, which isn't a bad thing. It's like no matter what you choose, there's always going to be new hills, new walls to climb. That's just part of the journey. But yeah, this just kind of feels like you're entering a whole new tax bracket. You're attracting into your life potentially the type of love that maybe you really haven't received in your life ever, both through friendships, romantic relationships, like communities, business partners. It's like kind of like you're entering a whole new life. You're entering a whole new life.